If you are studying civil engineering in India or planning to take it in the future, this video may completely change your understanding of the industry. Because the truth is shocking. India produces lakhs of civil engineers every year, yet a huge percentage of them earn salaries that are far below expectations. In fact, many engineers earn less than some skilled technicians. So the question is, why is this happening? And more importantly, how can you avoid becoming part of that statistic? Today, we will break down the real reasons behind this problem. When most students enter civil engineering, they imagine a very different life. They imagine themselves working on massive bridges, highways, skyscrapers, and metro projects. They imagine respect in society, a stable career, and a comfortable salary. Some students also dream of government jobs in departments like PWD, railways, or engineering services. But once they graduate and enter the industry, reality hits very differently. After graduation, many civil engineers face a harsh reality. Entry level salaries in many companies are shockingly low. Some engineers start with salaries between 8,000 to 20,000 rupees per month. And in some contractor offices, the salary may be even lower. Considering the years spent studying engineering, this gap between expectation and reality becomes extremely frustrating. So, what exactly causes this situation? Let's start with the biggest reason. One of the biggest reasons behind low salaries is a simple economic principle: supply and demand. India produces an enormous number of civil engineers every year, but the number of high quality engineering jobs is much smaller. When supply becomes much larger than demand, employers gain the power to offer lower salaries because they know that if one engineer refuses the job, there are 10 others ready to take it. In the last 2 decades, engineering colleges in India increased rapidly. Many private colleges opened across the country. Their primary goal was often admissions, not necessarily high quality education. As a result, lakhs of engineers graduate every year. But the construction industry does not grow at the same speed. This creates a massive imbalance in the job market. Another major reason is the skill gap. Many students graduate with theoretical knowledge, but very little practical understanding of construction. For example, they may know formulas from soil mechanics or structural analysis, but they have never seen real site execution. Contractors and companies often complain that fresh engineers require long training before becoming useful. Because of this, companies hesitate to offer high salaries. A large number of civil engineering students graduate without developing critical practical skills. Many have never visited a real construction site. Many do not know how to read detailed drawings properly, and many are unfamiliar with industry software like AutoCAD, BIM tools, or project management systems. When employers see this lack of practical ability, they treat fresh graduates as trainees rather than engineers, and trainees are usually paid very little. Another very important factor is the structure of the construction industry. Much of India's construction sector is driven by contractors and subcontractors. These contractors operate on tight profit margins. Their focus is often on completing projects quickly and cheaply. Because of this, engineering staff salaries are sometimes seen as an expense to minimize rather than an investment. This culture contributes significantly to low salaries. To control cost, contractors often reduce engineering staff. Sometimes they prefer diploma engineers because they can pay them low salaries. In many cases, a single engineer may handle responsibilities that ideally require several engineers. This cost cutting approach directly affects salary levels across the industry. Another challenge for fresh graduate is the industry's strong preference for experience. Many companies want engineers who already understand site execution. But fresh graduates obviously do not have that experience, so they are often offered very low salaries at the beginning, with the expectation that they will learn the job. This creates a difficult starting phase of many engineers. Site engineering jobs are also physically and mentally demanding. Engineers often work long hours. Many projects are located in remote areas, and project deadlines create constant pressure. Because many graduates prefer comfortable office jobs, companies sometimes find it difficult to recruit for side tools. But even then, salary structures remain surprisingly low. Another cultural factor is the obsession with government jobs. A large number of civil engineering students prepare for government exams. While preparation continues, many of them work in private jobs temporarily. Because these jobs are considered temporary, students often accept very low salaries. This indirectly keeps private sector salary levels low. Another issue is lack of a specialization. Many engineers remain generalists throughout their careers. They perform basic static supervision or estimation work, but high salaries usually go to a specialist. For example, structural designers, BIM experts, project managers, or infrastructure consultant. Without a specialization, salary growth becomes slow. Compared to industries like software or finance, the construction industry is slower in adopting advanced technologies. Digital tools like building information modeling, automation, and data driven construction management are still emerging in many parts of India. Because technology adoption is limited, productivity improvements are slower, and slower productivity growth often leads to slower salary growth. Payment delays are also common in construction. Sometimes contractors receive payments months after completing work. When cash flow becomes uncertain, companies become cautious about increasing salaries. This financial instability affects engineers working on projects. Many civil engineering students also lack proper career guidance. They may not know the different career paths available in the industry. For example, design engineering, project management, BIM, infrastructure consulting, research, or international opportunities. Without this awareness, students may enter low growth roles without realizing better alternatives exist. If we compare internationally, civil engineers in many developed countries earn significantly higher salaries. The difference comes from higher productivity, a stronger project management systems, and advanced technology integration. India is slowly moving in that direction, but the transition takes time. Interestingly, not all civil engineers are underpaid. Around 20% of engineers earn very strong salaries. These engineers usually have specialized skills. They may work in areas like infrastructure consulting, structural design, BIM management, or international construction firms. So, the real question becomes what makes them different? High earning civil engineers focus heavily on skills. They continuously learn new technologies. They develop a specialized expertise and they understand how construction projects work at a deeper level. Because of this, companies see them as valuable professionals rather than replaceable workers. Software skills can create a huge advantage. Engineers who understand digital construction tools often move faster in their careers. For example, AutoCAD drafting, BIM modeling, quantity takeoff tools, and project management software. These skills increase efficiency and make engineers more valuable to companies. Technical knowledge alone is not enough. Communication skills are extremely important in construction. Engineers constantly interact with contractors, architects, clients, and government officials. Engineers who can communicate clearly often move into leadership roles much faster. And leadership roles usually comes with higher salaries. Civil engineering is a field where learning never stops. New construction technologies appear every year. New materials are developed. New project management methods emerge. Engineers who continuously upgrade their knowledge stay ahead of the competition. Despite current challenges, the future of civil engineering in India still holds massive opportunities. Large infrastructure projects are expanding, smart cities are being developed, and digital construction technologies are gradually transforming the industry. Engineers who prepare for this transformation will benefit the most. The most important lesson is this: a civil engineering degree alone does not guarantee success. What truly matters is how you build your skills after graduation. Those who rely only on their degree may struggle, but those who invest in learning, a specialization, and industry understanding often creates a strong career. Civil engineering can still be an extremely rewarding career, but success in this field requires awareness, skills, and a strategy. Instead of becoming part of the 80% who struggle with lower salaries, aim to become part of the 20% who build powerful careers. Because in the end, the difference is rarely the degree, the difference is the mindset.